Have you ever wondered why black people are hated among all nations of people? I ask myself this question repeatedly. The way the nations all over the world hate black people, you would believe it was black people who went into different countries all over the world, steal their natural resources, rape the women, kill the indigenous people, take their land, take other human beings as captives, and make slaves of them, tell others they are inferior because their skin color is different from yours, in addition, steal their identity so they would never learn the truth about their history and who they are. Label other human beings as animals and thugs because they are misunderstood. Did black people commit these evil deeds? I know another nation of people who are guilty of these crimes. What crimes have a black person committed to make them hated among all groups of people? What wars did black people initiate to bring pain to other nations around the world? Do black people have a superpower nation that supports them when they are persecuted? Who's going to help them? Africa? A continent with many resources that is not owned by the people who live there? A continent that is populated by poor Africans? What about the Caribbean islands? Majority of the inhabitants of those islands are black. Will they stand up for their people when the Negroes are being killed in the streets? What army do the Caribbean nations have that can take on the superpowers of this world? The Caribbean people is in bondage as well. Who's going to stand up for the black race? If multiple Chinese men were shot in the streets of America by cops, and the cops is put on trial and declared not guilty and freed according to the law of the elite government, I bet China would stand up for their people and declare war against America if they do not correct the injustice against their people. If Koreans, Japanese, Russians, and Australians shot dead in the streets of America multiple times, the nations of these people will question the injustice and stand up for their people. What about the Arabs? If they are targeted and being killed in the streets of America, would not the Arab nations of the world stand up and support their people? Who is going to stand against the injustice towards black people that is scattered among the four corners of this world? Black people is the only nation of people dwelling in every nation, as a lost sheep among the majority in the land. They are strangers on the land they live. Even if they were born on that land, the other inhabitants of the land will boldly proclaim that they belong in Africa.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
I will disclose to you why you are hated by every nation of people.
For you are a people holy to the Lord your God. The Lord your God has chosen you out of all the peoples on the face of the earth to be his people, his treasured possession. Ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, an holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
Because of your special inheritance of being the true descendants of Jacob, the other nations are fearful and they hate you for your position with Yah, the Most High. Black people, look how many nations conspire to keep you in the dark about who you are. Several nations live in your land, Israel, pretending to be you.
And God said unto him, Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And God said unto him, I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac, to thee I will give it, and to thy seed after thee will I give the land.
The God of your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, said to you, Israelites,
I will make those who are of the synagogue of Satan, who claim to be Jews, though they are not, but are liars, I will make them come and fall down at your feet and acknowledge that I have loved you.
to all the descendants of slaves scattered in all nations, it is the Most High that is going to redeem you, not humans, not a superpower nation with an elite government and army. Black people, when you read your true history in the Bible is your history because you are the descendants of the children of Israel. It tells you the God of your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, will redeem you. Look to Yah for guidance. No matter how many marches you conduct, How many black leaders stand up for you? None will be able to help your condition. Only our Messiah. Yah said,
"If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves, and pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, and will forgive their sin, and will heal their land."
this is why every group of people in this world hates you. You are a peculiar people. You are God's chosen people. It is time that you wake up to who you are. Research your history. To all the Negroes, African American, colored people, black people that is scattered, what is your name? Israelites. Israelites is your name.
The man asked him, "What is your name?" "Jacob," he answered. Then the man said, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome."